should have anticipated this happening, honestly.
No,
Like,
listen. It's
You were
football season.
saying you were gonna cut your left testicle off, dude. You were
Yeah.
sloshed.
Yeah, I was
Not
pretty
only
sure.
that, not only that, but I was like, I was laughing at what he said, because I was like, that I can't believe you just said that in the chat. And then his mom was like, what are you laughing at? And he told her.
Oh my god.
That's funny. I would do that sober.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that.
Okay, it's fine. Listen, I don't have any regrets. The birds won.
Simple as.
Anyway, last we saw our heroes of Hyrule. After delving into the deepest wintry caverns of Hebra, the 11th hour managed to rescue Rito Captain Curry, leave me be, mother of Lydian. They successfully returned to Rito Village with time to relax over a few Tabantha lagers. The following morning, while Lydian and Aquila went to talk strategy with the Rito captains, why can't I read? The rest of our heroes went on sort of a shopping spree. Following the levity of purchasing winter clothes at a significant discount as compared to before, our heroes reconvened to discuss the elephant in the room, or bird, I suppose. With approval of the two trusting Rito captains, our heroes, I'm just going to read it as, I wrote this last night with drunk Matt next to me.
Uh-huh.
But
You were also drunk. Don't pin this on me.
I was not so bad. With approval of the two trusting Rito captains, our heroes ascended and back the Rito warriors. Lydian was here.
Oh, I said
He was here.
I said, can I write Lydian was here or somewhere random in your recap?
Anyway,
I'm sorry.
our heroes ascended and back the Rito warriors to face their ancient avian foe. With the beast's frightening screech that rang out upon arrival, it was clear this would be a challenge. After a series of attacks from the 11th hour and their Rito warrior accompaniment, the strength of the divine beast known as Valmetto became apparent. With a swift and successful retreat, our heroes and their allies returned to the surface at the medical wing, with important knowledge about the mechanical creature acquired. Defeated but not hopeless, this is where we find our heroes now. 11th hour, you find yourselves at the local Rito bar and restaurant, Ale Feathers. Lydian and Aquila, you've spent some time investigating the Sheikah Slate, and Aquila, you've recognized potential within the device. However, for some reason, it's unable to utilize these functions yet. As she sits apart from the rest of the group, only accompanied by the friendly guardian companion, LG, the rest of you are gathered at a nearby table. A gentle breeze glides through the open-air venue, carrying the delicious smell of cooked fish from the kitchen of the restaurant. You can switch to the Rito Village music and turn it over to you guys.
So we're leaving for... Oh my gosh, I'm forgetting the town name.
Lorelin.
Lord.
Wow.
Sorry, I didn't sleep well last night.
You don't have to come with me, but I will be going to Lorelin.
Of course we'll go with you.
Traveling across the continent to help our friend's family has sort of become our hallmark as a group.
Yes.
Thank you.
Plus, it's an excuse to kill Ego, which... It's worth it to me.
Are we all prepared? Is there anything else we need to do before we leave?
We have food, clothes, weapons. We're gonna go get the horses. I feel like we're okay. I mean, Lydian, if you need to say goodbye to anyone.
Yeah, I would just, be saying, and we don't have to RP it, but, be saying my goodbyes to my family and everything, and if they wanted to impart anything to me, and I left.
I guess I should...
Go ahead.
I need water, I think. Maybe I don't.
We'll soak before we go.
Yeah, Lydian, you stop by. Kree, who did not join you guys up with the siege on the Divine Beast, as she is not 100% recovered. She, kind of shakes your wing. You guys do like a handshake. But there's a bit more compassion in her expression, and potentially some more respect, though that can't be 100% certain. Solella gives you the biggest hug. Am I frozen? Solella gives you the biggest hug, as always, and refills your the vessel that she had given you that was able to hold the soup for a few days. Just with it's basically just rations. But there's, I think, how much did I say before? It held 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6 servings of rations, if you guys should need it. And
Okay.
Lo won't be joining you. She, going to be continuing to train here, so she's ready to help you guys fight when you return to take on the Divine Beast. But she also gives you a big hug with her lanky limbs. And, you've said goodbye to your family once again.
But this time I have the promise of returning for sure.
Yeah. Anybody want to do anything else while you're in Rito Village? Okay. I'm going to turn our view over to Lydian's map, and I would like to know the general route you are all planning to take. Can say you discussed this probably at Ale Feathers before you guys go, but what's your guys' plan? You have a large portion of this map filled out.
So question, everyone. I'm trying to remember. And I'll click on the stable I'm talking about. Is this where everyone's horses are?
The green circle.
Yes.
The green
Yes.
circle? So if we walk where we had, and we did the bag of holding trick that we did previously,
To get across the cliff
to get across the cliff,
or the canyon.
we could just walk alongside the canyon to get back to.
We could hit that tower
The
first and
stable.
then get across to the stable.
Yeah.
I did. I forgot the tower's right there.
We have hit the tower and perhaps the stable to the north of it, and then
True. Because we could just walk
go
right around.
across the street.
We all have warm clothes anyway.
We do.
Your beautiful Rito woven sweaters and scarves and the like. Okay, so going up and around, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, I think
Yes.
so.
Okay, it's like a 3.5-day journey to do that, to get all the way to where your horses are, I believe. No, I think it was 4, because it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4-day journey. Okay. I believe it is the afternoon though today, because you went up and fought the Divine Beast in the morning, came back, recovered a little, spent some time. So this won't be a full day, right?
Was it? I think we went to bed
Did you
that
guys?
night.
Yeah, I think we just slept it off then because we were like, we'll just leave in the morning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I wanted to switch all my spells out.
Yeah, that's fine.
I had all
I'm
the
trying
air
to
spells.
keep track of where we're at, so okay, that's fine. Following morning, you guys will depart. You follow the windy bridged path between the lesser spires high above Totori Lake, make it to Rito Stable and Lumber. Anyone want to do anything here at the stable?
I say that I got in the water before leaving.
Yes.
So let's get
You're
it.
100% fine. You guys were in a city above a lake. Natara's fine. Because there is still a decent cast of characters here. The 2 lumberjacks over by the wood. the same larger man over there talking to them that was there when you guys last passed through the stable here. This man has like a big full beard, and he's like a very burly man over talking to the Hylian man. But beyond that, there are two Hylian gentlemen sitting over by the fire, and a bright-eyed stable girl over tending to the horses. Hearth and his daughter Molly are still within the tent.
I will talk to Hearth, and I just wanted to tell him about, how we're like planning on coming back, and if he was to, help prepare any sort of weapons or anything that we might need before our second journey.
He, listens to the tale. You tell him about going up and everything, and, kind of gives a glance to his daughter over within the tent and asks you, what kind of weapons are we talking here? I'm a skilled bow craftsman. I can offer that. I also make arrows. I could, provide that. What do you need?
If you have any sort of weapons that can sustain high winds, when we're up there and fighting it, we're like trying our best to keep up with it, so we're only using ranged weapons. So if you could have anything that could pierce through winds like that, that'd be helpful.
It's a good thought. I'll put some energy towards it and see what I can come up with.
Thank you. I think it would help greatly.
Okay. But I presume then you guys are just going to keep on trucking, make your way. Yeah, you guys push on. So I think until we get to Serene Stable, when we get back on horseback, we'll just do the normal, what we've been doing for travel and everything. So, I guess we haven't done this in a bit. Roles that people are fulfilling, marching order, and then the general D20 roll for the day.
Nari will be at the back.
We'll be in the front.
Like riding a bike.
Yeah. I think
I will scrounge for food.
I forget what my role usually is. I think I'm navigating.
Yeah. I will also help foraging.
Okay.
Are we moving fast?
I mean, I would say so, yeah. I don't know what
I would expect that we would.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say.
Music Man.
What's up?
We should switch to something else. Let's just do Field Day, Song B. I don't want that. And? No, open up. Oh no, don't be freezing. That's bad.
Us in a snowstorm.
Okay. So I'd say with the moving fast, you guys will be able to reach the tower before nightfall.
Nice.
Cool.
Okay. So that means it's and resource. I'm trying to remember where everything is. We have been in a village for quite a bit. Oh, here it is. Okay, so I will need survival checks from the two that are foraging, and a I believe it's also survival for navigating.
This has survival.
Five.
Ooh.
I'll make
You're
that a
at
10
5.
for Lydian.
Okay. Suffer.
Wow, guys, we're not doing well.
And I also need a d20 roll from somebody for the day.
Oh.
I guess what terrain is this?
This is going up that way. Kind of like a grassland mountain hybrid.
Okay. Well, in grasslands, we can't get lost because it's one of my favorite terrains. So at least we have that.
Yep.
There we go.
What is it for? No. Oh.
Isn't it Lionel time?
Yeah, it's Lionel time.
Let's
my
go.
God, dude. Isn't there a Lionel that's like actually around here too?
Yeah, I mean it's up.
Yeah.
Not
There's
like
several.
here. No, around here in game, there's
They're
a
farther north.
Lizalfo camp, but
Oh.
that's not what
Man,
you guys
Man,
rolled. Unfortunate.
Can we fight some Lizalfos? Can we get some Lizalfos in the chat?
No.
That's not how
No.
this works. The dice declares more
Unfortunate.
Lionels.
So anyway, the general. No, you know what though?
I don't know what my benefits are from that, though.
You know what? That wouldn't be there. Because that's that.
We need like a sign that says like you are entering Lionel country. Beware.
Yeah, except like half the sign's eaten.
Yeah. It has an arrow shot through it.
No, because this isn't like a Lionel area. I'm just gonna say it doesn't apply.
Ah, sweet.
I mean, you miss out on good stuff because of the bad roll, but I think it's fine. Is that me? Just me that can't hear the music?
I can hear it.
It's just really soft right now.
Oh, I got it. Okay. I wasn't sure if it stopped. Thank you. So the general gist of the day, you guys press on, moving quickly, a little too quickly to successfully notice any resources to gather up. Kind of just shy. You go past, and every time you think you see something, both of you, Akila and Lorhan, and turns out it's kind of like, no, that's not really like sustainable food. That's just like grasses and such. Not quite Hyrule herbs though. But nonetheless, you press on pretty successfully, though you've not traveled up this rocky path, and the day passes by relatively uneventfully. I didn't roll for weather though. That's fine. That's fine. Wow, I just rolled a natural 1, a 2, and a natural 1. So the weather is normal.
Nice.
It is as normal as it gets. But anybody having any conversations or anything as you guys press on today? Uneventful day.
I might just ask. I'll ask Natara, since we're headed there anyway. Like, what is Lorlin like? Do you know? Like, what's it all about?
It's really cool actually, because there's a lot of Zora there, but like a lot of other races too. And some of it's built underwater, so it's like for everybody to live all together there.
Cool. Yeah, I hadn't heard of
I
any
like
sort
it
of.
a lot.
I haven't heard of any sort of underwater section, but that makes sense with the Zora.
Yeah. So I lived in the underwater section.
Downtown, baby.
I lived in what do we call it?
I hear they're trying to gentrify Lorlin.
Apparently.
The
All those
Yiga
fancy
are
new
gonna
underwater
move in
sections.
developers.
Yeah, what did we need? What district are you from? That's Hara. Forget.
I'm
Fishtown.
trying to find it. I don't remember. I literally looked at it yesterday too.
I haven't looked at it in so long.
Oh wait, there it is. Okay. Okay. I lived in Mid-East and worked in Upper East.
Oh man,
Well-
this is maybe the biggest city we'll ever see. Jesus. There's districts.
Actually, city going on down there.
Little fishing town? Nah, Lorland City.
The big fish.
If it's still there.
Oh, I'm sure it will be.
No, there's actually Yiga, the divine being. Not that they seem to know what to do. Yeah.
Well, and so, after briskly walking through the day, you guys see the tower coming over the horizon as you climb higher and higher along this path here. Gets colder and colder, though does not matter with your warm clothes. Also, though it is not quite as freezing as the caverns in Hyrule. And as you kind of come over this hill, you get a better view of what is in front of you. Let me share the thing. I'm so happy you guys are finally here.
What?
Prepare yourselves.
Welcome.
This isn't the second Hyrule Tower, so we're okay. Don't need to be that.
What's that?
I just said it's not the central Hyrule Tower, so you don't need to be that prepared.
No.
I mean, there's some pretty nasty towers in the game, man.
And I will read this. Along the path that winds through the snowfields and hills of Tabantha, surrounded by fields of harvested
Harvested Tabantha wheat.
Yeah,
You got it.
Tabantha wheat, lies a small village built from ruins. Only a few buildings stand here, but built in wood atop the ruins of stone foundations. More stony ruins can be seen poking through the snow, indicating this was once a much larger settlement. I'm sorry, it's really hard to read on the TV screen with the small text. 4 cabins line the path ahead of you, while 2 larger buildings sit further down the way. I made this a while ago. It doesn't quite match the current state, because the current state is there's one smaller building further down the way and another building shattered in ruins as a large tower has erected straight through it.
Sorry about your small business.
We heard about this.
Yes. Because this was built before the powers and stuff. Anyway, there is also a sign that greets you as you approach this very small but kind of bustling town, Tabantha Village and Brewery, tacked on. Up ahead, there are a few people kind of going back and forth between buildings and mostly focused on the ruins, trying to kind of clean up, rebuild what is ahead. But you are here. You are at the tower. I need to find the other document.
It appears there was some collateral damage from activating those towers.
I know what we can do. We can tell them that it was, that pavilion, bogey, and
Just pin it on them.
now throw a real wrench in their plans.
I found it.
Zahn will never see it coming.
I'm on board.
Mm.
We really
Just
don't
say-
know that it is Zahn or not.
Also, we don't have to implicate anyone. We can just walk right through. I think we would be fine.
Nare is right.
As you guys continue along the path, kind of entering this little area, going past the foundations that poke up through the snow that nothing was rebuilt upon, the buildings that you do go by have various forms of iconography that basically all say Tabitha Tough, and there's like a number that keeps popping up too that just says 101 everywhere. Almost like you kind of see like American flags everywhere in certain like towns here. You know, it's just kind of like plastered, like, yeah, this is our thing, this is us.
Oh no.
Alien nationalism. No.
Let's see.
I
As you guys,
bet these people wear shorts outside. They're like, oh yeah.
It's not even that cold, guys.
Got slides with socks on.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, the people are wearing various furs and pelts, but like there's still a lot of skin exposed, and what skin is exposed is very, very muscular. The people that are around here are like big, tall, and ripped.
This is a scary village.
Oh my gosh, they're hunks.
A very handsome young man takes notice of you guys as you're approaching. He's still kind of young, probably around 20, kind of has more of like a skinny-ish muscular build. But he kind of moses over to you guys with this like boisterous confidence. And he has like a barrel, like a very large barrel, like over his shoulder as he comes up to greet your entourage here. He's got like this long blonde hair and like a thin kind of beard to match. Let's see. Yeah, he comes over to you guys. Hello. Don't get
Look
visitors
what they
here
did to
often.
the brewery.
You guys, I mean, we're not really running tours right now, but I could show you guys around if you really wanted to.
Oh, brother.
I immediately launch into like, oh my god, look what they did to the brewery. It must be that guy, you know, the one with the big long bill.
Oh yeah, I bet. And like I'm reluctant to because I thought we weren't going to, but now seeing I'm drawn into this, I sigh and then go like, yeah, you know what? And I think they were with that Goron too.
What are you? I'm sorry, I'm a little confused. What are you all talking about right now?
We're just an adventuring party, and we're talking about another adventuring party. They were talking about something about making towers come out of the ground, so, you know, saw the tower and assumed it must be them.
Oh, you guys are like the adventurer types? He like, without much effort, like puts the barrel down on the ground and like kind of leans on it. It like
Which
has like
one of us do you want to fall in love with him? Just tell us. Because it will be me if nobody.
Can I just have hot characters?
Just don't keep telling us that they're hot. Like, we got it.
He does that, and I'll say, do you by chance deliver the mail around here?
Yeah.
No, I think it's that one bird lady that comes around sometimes. She's kind of cute. She's got like the pink feathers. But talking about adventuring parties, my sister's actually kind of like an adventurer.
Uh-oh. Your
Yeah.
little prank may have come back to bite you guys.
Oh, no.
Who does? What's your sister like? Like, you know, who she hang out with?
I don't know if she like. I think she just kind of does stuff solo for the most part. At least that's what she writes home about. But her name's Emia.
My heart goes into my stomach.
Oh yeah. I wish I
like
could say.
EMEA, like HPS EMEA?
No.
We go.
No, she's not like a mail carrier or anything. She's like an adventurer.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what does she look like?
I I mean, kind of like me. She is my sister, but she has like blonde hair. You know, kind of short on the shorter side, but you know, it is what it is. But she actually just wrote home like a couple, I don't know, weeks ago or something like that, about this stable down in the south that she helped liberate from like an army or something. It's crazy adventure stuff, you know? Do you guys do stuff like that?
Is she taking our credit?
Is she? It sounds like she's taking our credit.
That's actually hilarious if she
Oh my
is.
gosh!
I will say,
The spec
Those-
for Emu
those-
just went through the roof.
Those discounts come with a price, apparently.
I will say, yeah, it's interesting. We've started at the Great Plateau, if you're familiar with where that is, and then we've kind of like gone all around from a bunch of different parts. But during our travels, we've met a bunch of those HPS workers, and Emia is one of them. Like, she has like a uniform and everything, and delivers mail. And we were actually the ones that, you know, helped liberate that stable in the south. I'm not lying to you.
Make a persuasion
Why would
check.
why would you say that? Anytime someone's like, "I am not lying to you," like, why would you say
Yes.
that?
Well, like I mean, it's just like I'm being truthful. Like, I have no reason to take credit for your sister. She's just wrong. Make
Didn't
a
Lord Hannah just like just go with the bin? Oh my god.
let's go. I love bards.
What'd you
27.
do? No, that's... Oh gosh. If that's true... Oh, we cannot tell my dad. Oh no. Or any of my
Oh.
family. Oh no.
Well, do they look down upon HPS workers or something? Or
Well, it's just... The only reason she was basically allowed to leave and not, like, contribute to the family business is because she's just, like, this awesome warrior who's going out
Well-
and saving Hyrule, basically. But you're telling
I mean,
me
she
she's
is, like-
not, she just
No.
delivers mail?
no, she's like a girl boss and stuff. She's just also like a mail worker.
Yes, she was
How is
working
it
with us to
now?
liberate that stable. She was on the front lines with us, fighting side by side.
So she's kind of like a two for one.
You see,
If anything,
You
it's
see, the
more
mail
impressive. She's
worker
holding a
thing.
day job and
I wasn't even
adventuring.
there.
the mail working thing is really just a front. You see, like, you know, if the big bads of Hyrule knew who she really was, and like,
Oh, okay. So she's not like a real male person. She's just like doing that as like a
Yeah,
disguise almost.
yeah, but she like,
Huh.
yeah, it's kind of like working two jobs.
Okay. I really don't think we should tell anybody about that here. Yeah, that wouldn't be good. But you guys fought with her though. Oh my gosh. You know what? You guys should stay for dinner. I
Oh,
think who are we with? I think we're with my mom tonight. But you know what? We can go over to my aunt and uncle's instead and just have like a big thing. It'll be great.
Lydian can meet his future in-laws. This is
yeah,
incredible.
Free food.
yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Great.
It is
mind
getting
if we,
late.
like-
It is getting late.
Do you mind if we like climb your tower?
Are you kidding? No. That's not going to be allowed.
Wow, at least like let him take us to dinner first before you climb his tower.
Wait, what? What do you mean?
Don't worry about it. You'll learn when you're older.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you guys are not going to be able to convince anybody here that you can just go up that. It's on our land. They're 100% just gonna say, no, you would have to earn it. So, unless, I mean, you guys are adventuring types, you know, you might be skilled in combat, you might be able to dissuade them. But,
Is violence usually the answer in this village?
yes.
Oh, that's perfect.
Also,
It's
Well,
like, oh, that's
I might be
perfect.
like, Well, my agent sorts of and say, "Ah-ha-ha!"
No, not weapon. No, more like fist fighting, you know?
Oh, that's
Fighting.
No.
I
that's still
punched
good.
Lorhan in the face.
I put away my ancient
No.
sword.
No, I
Good order of
don't.
operations.
I don't. I don't punch Lorhan in the face. I'm gonna ask him what the first of all for his name again. I think I missed that.
Oh no, I didn't. I'm Lozai. Lozai Jr.
Lozai Jr. Okay, nice to
boy.
meet you. Also, what is the 101 slogan around town mean?
I mean, you might want to hear that story from my dad and my uncle, or my uncles, but
Do we?
the abridged version is basically 9 years ago, them and like my mom and my aunts all kind of got together, fed up with like the monsters that kind of occupied this area. They wanted to take the village back because this is where our ancestors are from. This was Tabantha Village before like the vast destruction of the world and everything. And so the six of them, and also my oldest sister, they all kind of got together and went and slayed all the monsters and then rebuilt a village here. So, but then, of course, the problem was there was no beer, so that's where the brewery came from.
But the 101.
Oh,
is a significant number?
that was the year. It was 101 PC.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Got it.
yeah. Just to kind of commemorate. I don't know. I mean, it's pretty cool. I wish I got to be part of it, but you know, I was too young.
Cool. Very neat. Okay, yeah. Well, gang, what do you think we should do? Should we, try to climb the tower now, or should we ask permission, or?
We go to dinner, and then we simply flex our strength at dinner, as requested by the townspeople. And
Okay.
Inari has her hands on her hips, and just sort of
I'm
slightly
nodding
flexes her
full-hearted.
arm.
Inari,
There
it
are-
will mainly be you flexing your strength. I just want to let you know.
I'm
There
okay
are
with that.
definitely other ways about going this.
No, but we have to respect the local customs, Aquila. This is important.
I am right next to Inari, being like,
I'm going to say in Gerudo to her, I could literally just turn invisible and climb the tower.
I'm just gonna say out loud, I can fly. I can just fly and go get the tower.
Yeah,
But
but
there's-
you can't come back if you do that.
I'm not friends with towers.
If we are going to help Hyrule, we should do things ethically. It's important.
By beating up villagers?
If they ask for it, it's not bad.
Excuse me, I
You
didn't know
need
you
to
found
be-
the. I didn't know you found the
consent.
moral compass
Aquila.
magic item along the way.
That is my entire identity, is my moral compass, actually. So
Okay.
you should all get used to respecting town customs, because when I bring you to Gerudo Town in the very distant future, you're going to need to do that. So maybe we should practice
I don't
now.
care about town custards. I think we should just book it.
Let's at least go to dinner.
Lozai,
Yeah.
with very little effort once again, hoists this barrel back up on his shoulder, and he goes, "Yeah, I gotta bring this somewhere, but feel free to do what you need. Everybody's around, and they're all my family, so
Wait,
God, this
wait.
you know what? I'm actually so on
Wait,
board with this
wait,
because either
wait.
way, you guys are going to put Gaston in the dirt, or he's going to put one of you morons in the dirt.
Nah.
I'm worried this is
Nah.
an incest town. I'm worried.
Oh no! Stop.
Because he said if you meet anybody, they're my family.
Oh.
Yeah,
because he said it's
he
his
did say that.
it's his dad
Oh,
and two
so-
uncles and their wives, and there's only 4 houses here.
Oh, okay, you're right. I thought it was like a village or something.
It's a village, but it's this family's estate basically.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, they earned it. They believe.
I rolled a D100 and I got a 68.
A 68.
Oh.
Almost nice.
Yeah.
Almost.
Let me see what that is for you. If my stuff would load, that'd be great.
The beat up villagers. Going, right?
I love it when you roll this. It always takes me a little bit to pull it up, but I love it. 68.
We should just enlarge. I almost said
I
Inari.
literally was about to enlarge.
Yeah.
Inari.
Inargi.
I could spell words right. That'd be really cool. Mhm. Anyway, what are you guys doing? As you kind of go in deeper to the town, you can see better now that there is like, no, there's like, no, that wouldn't make sense. I'm sorry, ignore me. But there are people moving between houses, kind of carrying like baskets full of wheat and like moving like scraps of wood from away from where the base of the tower is, into a pile kind of across town. Just kind of like doing like end of the day kind of chores as they wind down, and the sun kind of starts to set because you guys got here pretty fast today. But let's see. Who's here? There's a couple kids. Mostly you see kids going around. Between the ages of like, I mean, I guess they're all kind of like teens. Like between like 13 and 17. There's a couple kids kind of milling about, lugging the wood and building that pile. And occasionally you see like this one woman kind of keeps coming out of a house and like gathering like water from like one of the well kind of things. What are they called? Is it just wells, like the metal things that like do the
Just
water?
a water spigot.
Yeah. Getting water. There's like smoke coming from the chimney of that house. Going back inside. She herself is like a very like muscular, tall woman with like strawberry blonde hair braided down her back.
There's got to be like protein powder in that water.
Her nose also is kind of crooked, and she has like some scarring on her face too. She goes back inside once again with the pail of water, and people are just kind of mostly kids, but like going about town. I guess Lozai Jr. would go further up the road, kind of near where the tower is, into the adjacent building that's like the smaller building that wasn't destroyed from the tower. With that barrel, he goes inside and, lose sight of him.
Well, I think that went well, though.
Yeah, all things considered, we got an invitation to dinner.
So not finding anything this morning actually worked out. Personally.
Yeah.
So I guess we can. Did he tell us what specific house was Lozai Seniors or anything? No, he didn't. Okay. I guess we'll just like knock on a door, right? Introduce ourselves.
Yeah, actually, did I not put in? I think I might have made a map. Don't think I have it in here because I was a bit scattered this morning. I don't have it in here. But that is alright. Yeah, so basically there are 5 remaining buildings. There's all kind of along this path that winds up a hill, like just on an incline to where the tower is on the left side of the road. And like there's debris, but there's not as much debris as it seems that there was, given by the pile across the way. There's an adjacent building just off of it. That's where, closer to you guys, that's where Lozai disappeared into. And then leading up to it, there's 2 houses on either side of the path. And then leading up to those and kind of behind those, there are like fields of harvested wheat. So they're all kind of flat now. So which of the buildings, I guess, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I don't know. Or did they look different at all?
They're kind of varying in size. It looks like whatever like stone foundations existed, these buildings were built on top of them out of wood, just trying to match the overall shape and not really going for like architectural beauty. So they're all kind of like cabiny and don't necessarily make the most sense for layouts. But they did their best. They're all about the same size, except I would say the one on the back, like the second one on the right, is probably the smallest of the four.
I guess just like the first house, right? Does anybody have objections?
Yeah.
On
We'll
the
look around
left or the
first
right?
house. Left.
Which one? Left or right?
Left.
The left one is this one is not this one's probably the second smallest, but not quite as small in scale as the one in the back right. It's pretty simple, and it doesn't really have like the loudest like Tabitha Proud and Tabitha Tough is what it is. Tabitha Tough. It still kind of has the general decor of it, but it's not quite as loud as some of the others. And answering the door it would be the woman. She dark hair in two braids going down the side, and just kind of has like another tough kind of demeanor to her. And she opens the door with a hand that is missing a finger. And she goes, "Hello, how can I help you all today? Visitors?"
Hi. Yes, we're visiting. We just came from Rito Village, and we wanted to just get a look around town. We met Lozai Jr.
Oh, yeah. My brother-in-law's kid, yeah. I'm Lynn. Mara, my husband's not home right now. He is over at Rito Lumber getting more supplies for the, the thing you can see over there. I'm the head brewer, but I'm clearly not really working right now. Sorry that I can't give you guys a tour.
Oh, it's totally okay. I don't know. I'm Lydian, and these are all my friends: Inari, Aquila, Lorhanan, and Natara.
You guys seem like a generally tough crowd. I respect that.
Interesting, my family has a brewing tradition as well, so.
Oh, really? I didn't know that the Gerudo made beer.
Not beer.
Warmer down there. It wouldn't really work.
We do, I'm sure the Noble Pursuit. My mother makes it. She runs the bar.
That's a drink, right? So you guys are... She's more of a mixologist than a brewer?
Maybe, yes.
I know you have that distillery down there.
We do. I haven't been there in a while, though.
I was there once when I was younger. Probably should go back sometime. It's pretty interesting to see how you folk do it down there.
We always love visitors.
Yeah, I guess we don't always love visitors here, but as long as you're, worth the effort, I suppose.
Have there been bad visitors recently?
Just weak ones.
Is that why? Just weak ones?
God, we are going to get midsummered in this town, man.
Welcome to the smoking platoon. How can
Were any of
We're going to build the Thunderdome, and we're going to be thrown in it.
Were any of the weak visitors, were they like, was one of them like a Rito with like a very, very tall Rito with like a big hat and a big beak?
Long bill.
Long bill.
I don't know, probably. We don't get Rito here often. You guys don't like to leave the nest.
All right, anyway. It's only funny when I do it. When I feel like if a Rito was to come here, it'd be memorable, though, right? If you don't get them often, so...
Long bill, weird hat, I don't know. Athea probably would know.
Where's Where are
She's
they?
the
'Cause-
she kind of like peers over the porch area that you guys are all standing on. The smaller one down on the left over there.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's her place. She probably has a better memory for that. I really spent most of my days in the brewery working. You know, it's tough when you have to fill orders for all over Hyrule. I'm sure you've all heard of us, right? You're not just all of you wandering
No.
through.
I haven't heard of you at all.
I'm.
We've heard of you, and we've certainly had our fill of your supplies up in Rito
Instantly
Village.
lying.
No, we drank here in Rito Village. We definitely did.
I just like that, like Lydian's like, I've never heard of you, and Lord Hand's like, we've all heard of you.
Yeah.
Well, which is
Okay,
it? Do you just not drink beer?
Having heard my friend, I now remember that yes, we did partake in beer and other goods and stuff.
And not only that, but your friend Lydian told us about the tower through the brewery. That's why we came out.
Oh, you're right.
You heard that it was destroyed and specifically came out here?
Yes, to see what we could do to
But
help.
we're adventurers. We're adventurers.
Oh, adventures like my niece, right. I mean, have you heard of her before? The Great Emia? She's also an adventurer.
Yeah,
Yeah?
definitely. Yeah, we've run into her a few times on our travels and stuff. We
No shit.
you know, yeah, we were there when she like liberated the stable. I mean, it was more of a 50-50 sort of deal, but we took care of the Yiga and punched him in the noggin.
He barely needed our help.
Wow. Yeah, I know. She's a tough girl. Very surprising, the career path, but good for her. But yeah, if you've ever had beer, it's our beer. Or my beer, I guess you could say. It's my work. So, hey, as long as you like it. Sorry that there won't be any for a while, but are you all staying here then tonight?
Yes. Lozai said that we could stay for dinner. I don't know if you guys all eat as a family together or
We do
if it's
on
just
occasion.
his family.
Yeah. I know Thassa, the one directly across the road from me right here, was cooking. So maybe I'll let her know. I'll have her make more for all five. Kind of looks down at LG, who has been following you guys, always follows you guys. 6, does that eat?
He doesn't eat.
Okay, so for 5 more, yeah, I'll take care of that. You guys are more than welcome. You seem like a strong crowd. Kind of
you.
mostly looking at Inari and Lorhannon.
Nice.
We heard there was like a.
She doesn't even know the half of it before.
There's like been a tacit implication of violence, but you know, I'm trying to ask everyone here. Can we please climb your tower?
No, it's ours.
God, we're gonna have to kill someone.
That's
It's
silly.
your, did you build it?
No, but it's on our land.
Are there deeds
yes, but-
on your land?
Yeah,
You should
right
listen,
here.
we can go up and investigate. Since we're the adventuring type, we can go up and investigate, and maybe if you don't want it there, we can look for a way to get rid of it or something. And
Maybe
just
there's an off
investigate it.
button up there.
And I'm gonna cast suggestion on her.
Oh,
Go,
No,
boy.
no.
Oh.
no.
We
You
haven't
can't
gotten
stop
dinner yet.
Lorhannon and Lydian
Lydian.
try not to charm someone challenge. Impossible to
Impossible
God.
edition.
We're not even gonna get to fight these people before the tower. They're gonna get so pissed. They're gonna leave.
Yeah, we're about to get a full course meal.
What'd you get?
Total of 7.
All right.
How long does that last again, Matt?
8 hours.
8 hours, baby.
Okay.
And I don't think we know when.
It doesn't say it. She
It
knows
doesn't. No,
when
they.
it
It's
ends.
not like Charm Monster or anything. They don't know that they've been like charmed. So
That is correct.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
But you did this to climbing guy, and he immediately got pissed at us.
So what was your suggestion to her?
I said, like you should try to, or like you should allow us to climb the tower because despite it being yours, we're adventurers and we could investigate it and like we have the means to get up there and everything.
Well, I certainly have my vote, and I will do what I can to convince the rest. But I can't guarantee it. I will do what I can, though.
Foiled by democracy.
Thank you very much.
I understand.
We'll go have a poke around town. So good
All
day.
right, I'm going to head over to my sister-in-law's.
Okay.
And she kind of like closes her door behind you guys. You guys descend from the porch, and she goes across the way up the stairs to the porch of the largest house that is across from hers, and disappears inside. This is the house that the woman with the strawberry blonde hair was coming out of.
Yeah.
You going to the small house?
I think so. Yeah.
I think so.
Get more details.
So we can. So is our plan now to like drum up support, like going house to house for the tower,
Canvas.
and then at dinner we have a big like council meeting of like, all right, should we climb the tower, guys?
Literally could just cast
Yep.
invisibility on you right now, and you could fly up and solve this whole conundrum.
Right, that's not democratic. Where's
But
your
to be
sense
re-
of freedom?
We should be respectful of town custom.
Thank you,
I mean-
Inari.
We, for some reason, that woman had a rapid change of tone.
She's just defensive about her land. People are like that.
But are you sure we'll be able to drum up the same support from everyone else? I'm not sure they'll be so easily as swayed as she was.
Hey, I mean, we'll see.
Suggestion is also concentration.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Oh, it is.
no more of that.
You're right. Good catch.
And also, you can't concentrate on anything else for the
No,
big
no, 'cause
rumble
we have-
that's coming.
We have leverage now because we can say, "Hey, yeah, we talked to that woman whose name I wrote down, and she's on board with us climbing the tower. Are you on board with us?" And then the next person we say, "This person and this person are on board with us." So it's just like a
Yeah, that's gonna blow up when the first person says, "Who the fuck does she think she is?" No way, Jose. You're staying down here, asshole.
we'll
Yeah.
just talk to. I don't know. Her husband will probably be on the same page.
We could literally just solve this right now. No one would know.
I like where your head's at, but I like the complicated route better. Let's,
You all are ridiculous.
let's go to the next house.
Yeah.
I'm interested in the route that gets us into a tussle, so.
Why?
I just think
Why is Lorhannen so unhinged today? Ben woke up and like chose violence.
I don't think this is any more unhinged than usual.
You guys all together go over to the house that Lynn pointed out to you as Aphea's.
Yeah.
Aphea's.
Yes.
Yeah, you approach the smaller house. It does have a porch like the others, but it is the smallest of them, and it's just a step up. It doesn't have like a set of stairs up to it. Neither does it have any railings or anything. It just has the columns to support the small roof over it. And knock on the door or any other type of thing.
What would impress them?
Yeah.
Like punching the door or something, or I don't know. I'm just gonna I'll knock on the door.
Opening the door is a woman with like curly, dirty blonde hair that like is kind of sectioned off at the top and like tied in a knot of sorts. Like a very kind of like decorative kind of hairstyle. She has just kind of like this permanent like scowl to her. But she opens the door. very different from her facial expression with like a happier tone. Hello.
Hi, nice to meet you. We're visiting.
Yeah, I can see that. I'm Athea, and you are many people at my door. Can I do something for you?
Hi, Lydia, Inari, Natara, Aquila,
Yeah, okay.
Lorhanan.
Names I'm not gonna remember.
Anyway, I know they're foreign, so you wouldn't remember them.
She
Anyway,
has CTE.
She has what?
She has CTE from all the fights.
Oh yeah, I thought that was like a D&D thing. Yes, we are. We came to investigate the tower. Situation going on back here. So sorry for the loss of the brewery here in town.
That's fine. I've been trying to figure out plans to rebuild, obviously somewhere else, because we can't go there. It's just tough because we already picked the best foundations for our homes, and we believe in the tradition of this village, and so we don't want to plant any new foundations. We just want to use what's there. Kind of an honoring thing, but it's kind of tough to figure out.
So what do you do?
So what-
Like, what's your occupation?
Sound as tough as building a whole new foundation, though. That seems like, you're just kind of mooching off of what people did in the past.
We're honoring what they did in the past.
I can't.
This is like this village is where our ancestors are from. We reclaimed it from the horde of monsters that felt they could be here.
Very tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, very tough.
And so we want to honor the destruction, like the village that stood here pre-destruction, by utilizing the roots that they had planted.
But if you have no more roots left, then...
Well, we do. It's just a matter of figuring out which ones are suitable, large enough for all of, the rebuilding of our equipment, basically.
Okay, we can save debates for later. I wouldn't have
Sorry,
anything
forgive
to
me.
choose.
I'm very quick to getting into debates and such.
Right. We were also invited to dinner when we met Lozai earlier. What time should we expect dinner?
Well, Lozai's my son, so very
Oh.
bold of him to do that, but that's, I guess, how he is. I think she kind of like peers around like the corner of like the her house and everything. I guess we're gonna have it at Josim and Thesa's, so whenever they're ready. I know we might be waiting on Mara to get back. That's my brother-in-law. But he was over at Rito Lumber today.
Right. Yeah, we were briefly speaking with Lynn, and she was telling us.
Oh, well then you don't need me for anything. Why are you over here? I guess. Whenever.
Well, the time, and also just to make our acquaintance before dinner and all. We wanted to be pleasant guests, and also just asking about the tower and if we could investigate it and potentially, if you guys don't want it, get rid of it, or see if there's a off switch up there or something.
Okay, that was a lot. So, you think you can get rid of it? I mean, we already climbed it. There's nothing up there of any use.
Cool. That could help.
What's that?
What?
I was just joking. Like, I was like, we have a mouse tool that could help us later.
Now we want to ignore the village's traditions now?
No, we're not ignoring the traditions. I'm just saying that justifies us being able to climb up it when we win.
I will.
We have the Sheikah slate. They never had the Sheikah slate.
I will ask her. Do you like the tower there, or like, what are your thoughts on it?
I mean, it's a major inconvenience, but I don't know. It's fine. I think it adds some value to our town. It kind of is almost like a beacon to show that we're here.
It makes you look more tough.
Exactly.
Honestly.
Yes.
Tabitha
And it's also
Tough.
a giant.
You're
It's
able,
like a giant T in the
you're
sky.
able to make it. And if you are able to make it through, your brewery getting destroyed by a tower, then, if people didn't already think you were tough,
Yeah, exactly.
that is the list.
You're right. We have to keep it. You are forbidden from removing that
I
tower
can't
from
believe
our
it. I am so upset.
from our land.
Well, wait. I mean,
I swear to God, we are leaving this house. I am turning invisible.
Listen,
I swear
we
to God.
won't.
listen.
We won't
Wait,
be.
wait,
no,
wait.
no, Lohannon.
Wait.
No, just don't.
Wait, I got a great
Lohannon, just
idea.
stop talking.
I got a
Please.
great idea.
How am I the sane one here? When does this
I
ever
got a great
happen?
idea. I got a great idea.
You.
Listen. You were always known for the brewery, right? I'm like right up in front of her.
She respects this.
You were always known for your brewery, right? That was your big attraction. People came to town to tour the brewery, right?
Right.
But now you're going to rebuild the brewery, show how tough you are to prove that even the brewery being destroyed by a tower isn't enough. But what if you marketed the tower as a sort of test of toughness? Your family, the toughest family, was able to climb the tower. And now other people who might think that they're tough come to town, try and climb the tower.
Give me a
For a
persuasion.
small...
Oh god. For a small fee. Give me a persuasion
I
check.
didn't want you to miss that.
Oh my gosh.
Guys, we should just challenge them to a race. They won't back down from a challenge. Oh,
That
20.
is a
Damn.
20. Not nat 20, but a 20.
Okay. I like where your head's at. Which name was yours?
Lord Hannon.
Okay. Okay, Lord Hannon. Okay. I mean, I'll have to take this up with the council, see what they think, but I'm seeing your angle here. All
Oh my
right.
god, he's going to make these people into capitalists already more than they are.
We have two conflicting reasons to keep the tower.
I just thought of like
Or to climb the tower.
yeah, I just thought of another reason too. We could just like challenge somebody to a race and then cast enlarge reduce and or fly up, and it's like we win easy and then we're just at the top of the tower. Even if we lose, we're at the top of the tower. Like it's a win-win. But now we have to like pay a fee to get up to the tower based on Lord Hannon's idea.
Somehow made it worse. You somehow made it worse.
Lord Hannon is
I
just an
did not.
enterprising Rockefeller, dude.
Listen. Lord Hannon wants to swindle people, even if it requires him being swindled at some point.
Did you
The net
did you, like,
increase
just
of
read your,
swindling in the
clause
world.
sheet or something?
All right. I like the idea.
We'll bring it up at dinner.
Yeah,
See
definitely.
where everybody else is at.
I gotcha.
Anyway, toodaloo.
Oh, okay. She also she'll go back inside. And as you guys kind of step off her porch and back onto the road, you see as she comes back outside, and goes over to the house that Lynn went to.
Sometimes this group is exhausting. I hope you all know that.
I'm
She
gonna,
just
I'm gonna
left the house?
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk into the house and cast invisibility on myself.
Into her house?
Yeah.
Okay,
No one's
yeah.
in there, I'm guessing.
Yeah,
so no one can
and
see me
it's-
turn
it's-
invisible.
Not locked either.
Alright, now that I'm invisible, I'm gonna exit the house and begin making my way towards the damn tower.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Did you guys see where Aquila went?
No.
Oh. Okay.
I
Anyway.
can't- Are we just cool with Aquila suddenly disappearing?
I think she did some snooping in that house.
Oh, so she talks about being morally just, and yet she's snooping in a house
Listen,
now.
Aquila's like a flip-flop with these morals. Let's just go to the next house.
Okay, so while Aquila is doing what Aquila's wanted to do since arriving here, what are the rest of you doing?
We got another house to go to, alright?
Yep.
And Ari will go to that house if whoever else wants to go.
Okay, but before we knock on the door, I do want to like call a quick little like group meeting. I'm like, what is our like what's our story? We need like a story to stick to, please. Do we want them to
We-
like
We want to fight them for the right to climb up the tower. That is what we want to do.
okay,
It's what they've asked for. We just do
should
it.
we like actually fight them for the right to climb the tower, or
Yeah, we just stick Lorhan and our eye in front of one of them. I can handle them easily.
this is going
I'm
to
sure
be a
Lorhan
shit
could
show.
too.
We've told 3 people 3 different things so far.
Well, they can go hash it out at dinner, and we'll do whatever everyone comes
Okay.
up with.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
Maybe we
agree.
should stick to one coherent story for the last
Let's-
house, so there's not a
let's
fourth
challenge
story
them.
we need to.
Yes, let's challenge them to a fight for the right to climb the tower. That's all.
You have to
okay.
fight for your right.
No, I think we're better with racing. Personally, I think I can, maneuver my way up to the tower faster than they could, and I think that's our edge. I don't think we can be stronger than them. Just you would be stronger than them.
Yeah, I mean, if it's just one person fighting one other person, that's what I'm assuming we're doing. Unless we're doing like a group, like
Battle
WWE
Royale?
Battle Royale shit. Which,
Battle Royale at Tilted Towers. Okay. Okay, let's knock on the last door. Or is it the last door, or is there one more house?
There's 2 houses you guys haven't been to. You went to the first one on the left, the second one on the right. The 2 women you've spoken to have gone to the first one on the right, so that one remains, and then there's also the second one on the left. In addition to the back building that has like the pile of debris kind of near it, and like the younger population kind of go in between.
Okay. I think we did the second one on the right, the last one that the women didn't go into.
Yeah, so you guys go up to that one. I'm trying to think of like which thing I want to do first. I think narratively, let's do Aquila first. You're just gonna climb the
Where
tower,
they
I
have-
assume, right?
If they have
Yep.
alarm cast like on the tower, so that like
Oh, they don't believe in magic.
you're
I mean-
probably right.
They need it's a 20-foot cube. I think the tower's bigger than that.
Yeah, the towers. Oh, I don't remember where I have information about them, but they are very big. So
Yeah, I got my claw shots ready.
yeah, as you go up, you have to kind of like.
Oh, sorry.
All good. You kind of have to navigate as like the younger people are kind of like going back and forth from the base of the tower to the pile that they are, still hauling debris from. Most of them with some ease, despite being like the youngest of them being like 13. And standing over by the tower, you see the largest Hylian man you have ever seen in your life. Standing there with his arms crossed, kind of like supervising this work as it's happening, and also seemingly like he's standing guard of the tower too. He has a leather eye patch over his one eye and a big scar poking out from behind it. It stretches from behind over his eyebrow. He also has a very hefty, like double axe strapped to his back. And it's like sizable for him, and he is massive, so it is a big ass axe. Let's see. He has this long blonde but graying hair with a very full and long beard to match. And he kind of like stands there watching as the younger teens kind of move back and forth doing all the work. And I'm gonna have you make the stealth check, even though it's at advantage because you're invisible. But he is a very intimidating man, to say the least.
Okay. That's a 22 on my stealth check.
Master genius. Yeah.
You slink by without any problem. He does not even like flinch. He doesn't even like give like a hint that he heard or picked up on anything. As he stands
Yeah,
there.
I will stop and I'll like wave my hand to see if he like sees me.
But you are just so quiet and stealthy here. He just continues watching the kids, occasionally like gazing out. And from up here, this is like the highest point of the village. You have like kind of a view of Tanagar Canyon, a decent distance away, but still relatively close. And he kind of glances over there every once in a while and like looks back as you're like in front of his face and he has no idea. But you begin to scale the tower. Can you give me an athletics check, please?
Oh, sure. Oh, that's an 18!
Let's go!
Actually, it's a 23.
Let's
Oh my
go!
god, you're gonna burn it like that? Okay.
Yeah, on a 23, Akila, you having finally had enough of your friends' shenanigans here in the town, you just begin to swiftly scale this tower with ease because you just have this kind of like I'm getting shit done air to you as you in no
It's part of
time
the town culture.
get all the way to the top. And there you are at the top. You see the same pedestal that has been on, at least, the one you saw, which was a Kala Tower. Same pedestal with a impression in it, perfectly sized for your Sheikah slate to fit in.
Yeah, I put the slate in.
As you do, there's this sort of like blue energy that kind of like comes from the ceiling above, drips down into the slate, just like kind of like almost like an IV drip. Like it's consistent and it just drips, and as it lands on the slate, it just kind of like absorbs instantly to this little device. And sure enough, after some time, it kind of like gives this little, not like boom, but like a small soft boom of blue energy. And this tower that was amber begins to change, going all the way down with like this gradation to blue.
How many more yet?
And the whole tower is just glowing blue now. But you're here at the top and don't really notice anything else that happens here.
I'm sure this will go really well, and Akila will face no consequences for.
I'll make my way down.
You begin to make your way down from this tower, now blue, and the closer you get to the bottom, you can see that large, intimidating man has kind of like turned around and he's trying to like investigate it a little, and he has this giant axe pulled out, but he only holds it in one hand for the time, and he's just kind of like looking around and everything as you scale down. We're gonna flip over to our friends going to the third house. I assume it's the same thing. Anari, it seemed like you were kind of taking the lead on this, going over and knocking on the door.
So, but does the tower turn blue before we knock on the door?
Not yet. It's a tall tower. It does take, even though Akila makes it up there swiftly, it does take some time.
It's just that it made a boom sound, so I feel like that would like.
Oh no, not like a boom, like sound, like a soft of like energy, like power. That was more visual than audio.
So yeah, Nari, take it away.
Anari will walk up. How high is this door?
7 foot.
Oh, okay, sick.
Oh no, wait, actually, they're taller here. It'd probably be an 8-foot door.
Oh, sick. Okay, Anari is like vibing, and she'll like walk up and just sort of lightly tap on the door.
You hear a call from within. 1 moment. And then you hear some like tools put down and such, and then like a across like the wooden platform, creaking, like getting closer, and a young woman, probably about most of your ages, opens the door. Looks so much like Emia, except she has like one side of her head shaved and like this like
Oh.
long blonde hair that like cascades over the other side. She has like kind of like a butcher's apron on and gloves that kind of have some like blood and like meat parts on it. And she kind of like goes and takes it off, and she goes, "Oh, I'm sorry." She's also like pretty muscular and has let me think. What does she have? What's her thing? Oh, it's a cheek scar. The side of her face that is shaved, she has like a scar that goes like up the side into where the shaved part of her hair is. That kind of looks just like a cool cut design into the hair. And she goes, "I'm so sorry about that. Hi, a Gerudo. Cool."
Uh, yes, I'm Anari, Lydian, Loriana, and Natara. We're just visitors, so we wanted to say hello to everyone before dinner tonight.
Oh, you're joining us for dinner. That's pretty cool.
We got invited.
I am Fetra.
Petra?
Yeah, Lozai and Afea's daughter. I don't know who you've all talked to yet. I'm sorry, I was just trying to butcher some of the stuff I caught from today.
So you're a butcher then?
Hunter,
Or-
and I kind of prepare the meats myself too. You know, I'm not quite as good at, you know, fighting and, you know, doing all that stuff as my sister is, but I'm able to, you know, go out and hunt and bring back stuff to provide for everybody. So that's what I can do and can contribute.
If it helps, we work in a very similar circle with Emia, and we can't hunt for shit, so...
Wow. Emia, you guys know her? Like, is that why you're here? Did she send you guys, like, tell you, if you're ever in Tabantha, stop by Tabantha Village?
She hadn't sent us. We kind of just stumbled on over, but we have fought with her before, so we do know her a bit.
What is she like when she fights? I have no idea. She has to be amazing.
She's very graceful. Wouldn't you say, Lydian?
Good. Yeah, she's great. She's good at fighting. Yeah, I would agree. I mean, what is she like? Oh, I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, I'm, you know, I wish I could have, you know, gone out and did what she did, but I'm just not quite as skilled as she is. But, you know, hey, hunting is kind of like adventuring, I guess, in a way. It's my own little adventure every day that I go out.
I mean, definitely. And as I said, we adventure, but we can't hunt for shit. So you should think highly of yourself. You're doing something that many people can't do, including us.
Well, thanks. You're just stopping by to say hi?
Yes, I mean, we were also kind of curious about the tower over there, which Shinari cannot say, so she does not know what's going on. We've been told it just sort of sprung up, and now no one is allowed to climb it.
Yeah, I mean, no, definitely not unless you're one of us. I haven't actually had the chance to yet. I know that my cousins and I don't think my youngest sister had done it yet, but I know my brother did already. And my parents and aunts and uncles all went up there, but I'm pretty busy, you know. You know, I do what I can here. I do what I can here.
You don't sound so thrilled about that, or maybe I'm misreading it?
You know, 9 years ago, I helped fight and you know, drive the monsters away, but I don't have an equal say as my parents and aunts and uncles. They formed this little council thing, and I don't see why there wasn't room for a seventh when I was part of it. But, you know, I get to...
You shouldn't take that from them.
Well, I mean, what am I gonna do? I can't take on any of them. They would instantly beat me. I just have to wait it out, I guess.
Be a tiebreaker. Seventh would be a
Seems-
tiebreaker vote.
What's that?
Seventh would be the tiebreaker vote. Like, just
Yeah.
saying.
It's
I
fair.
know. It makes a lot of sense, but I guess
You were a warrior, and they didn't include
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, I know. And like you guys looking at her, she is like as buff pretty much as the other women you've encountered. She has like a decent amount of muscle mass. She is also strong. She just seems to not quite have the same confidence or like intimidation that the others that you've encountered have. It is what it is, I guess.
Well, I mean, things can change. I mean, how did you get that scar on your face there?
Oh, it was in the battle. I mean, everybody pretty much left with some kind of mark to, live with forever from it. So it was actually a moblin. You know how the moblins have like those long fingered claws that they have with like the long
Unfortunately.
nails? I got slashed. It was gruesome.
Well, so you have a warrior's mark,
Yes.
and you say it's just how it is. I think you should believe in yourself a bit more.
I mean, I guess it'd be easy if, like, I wasn't outshined by my younger sister.
It's all this whole place and all their toughness and everything. It's all just like I feel like it all comes down to confidence and like it's like a front almost where it's like you could hang with them, but if you just like present yourself as tough as them, I think that they would respect you enough to let you in the council and get a vote.
Maybe.
Just something to think about.
Yeah. I think you guys are. And she is kind of cut off in the middle of her sentence as she just, like, her eyes go wide and she looks over at the tower that is turning blue from top to bottom right now.
Do we can see it now?
Yeah, I mean, you see her expression as she, like, sees it, beyond you guys, and all turn to see what is happening with the tower.
I'm gonna turn and say I'm just gonna turn at the tower and be like, "Oh, what? That's crazy! What's happening?"
Inari is going to let out a string of expletives in Gerudo, and the end of those expletives is going to have Akila's name at the end of it.
That's crazy how Aquila is just one of those curse words that you say in Gerudo all the time.
They don't know her name.
We don't know her. I mean, we don't
even
know
know
a
her.
person.
Oh, that does not look good.
What, the tower? I think it's a nice royal blue. It suits it nicely.
It's been the same color since it emerged. What does this mean?
I
You
mean-
guys are the new ones here. What did you do? Oh gosh.
I didn't do anything.
We didn't do anything. We've seen blue towers, but
you guys can just hang out there. I have to get back to what I was in the middle of. So and she starts beginning to close the door. Maybe I'll see you guys at dinner.
Yeah, see you
course.
later.
Yeah, thunk. Closes the door.
I am going to verbally kill Aquila when she gets
I
back
thought it was
down here.
LG because Aquila was still in the house, but that makes more sense that you say Aquila.
No, this was definitely Aquila.
Yeah, I don't think
LG,
LG's
who
smart enough
has
for that.
stayed with you guys, gives out like an indignified like.
Oh, you're here? Okay, thanks. Thanks, LG. You're more reliable than some people.
She's all about following the rules, but when the rules don't ascertain to what she wants to get done, suddenly we have to change everything and sneak around. Fine, let's
Chaotic, neutral
go
looking ass.
investigate it.
As you guys kind of return to like the main path, all of the like teenagers that were doing the manual labor up by the tower have kind of gathered at the tower, and the people that are inside the house you have not gone into yet begin to come outside, and upon seeing the tower, like kind of like begin to rush up the hill towards it.
Hey guys, does this change dinner plans, or is that still the same time?
As they run by, Lynn gives you the one with the darker hair and the two braids gives you guys a scowl like, what the fuck did you guys do? And
We
just
didn't do
continues
anything.
running with everybody.
When we came, I didn't have time to voice my opinion.
Did we see Okay, how many people did we see come out of the big house?
4.
Also, sorry, what's the butcher's name? I missed it.
It was Fetra. Phetra.
Okay.
Okay.
Spell that with an
Yeah, so it's the 2 women that you guys have already seen. They've already talked to. The third woman with the strawberry blonde hair, who you've only seen, and then the other is a man, very large man, who he's not really keeping up with the women, as he has sort of a makeshift prosthetic leg on his one leg, and he kind of like hobbles quickly. He's still like, as big if not bigger than the rest of everybody else, but he is not as fast with the missing leg there.
So, are we at sneak into the house, steal some food, and get out of here stage yet? Or...
No,
We're not going to add to the chaos.
because I think
We've already had enough.
We can just say like, oh, this happened randomly, and like, it doesn't have to. We have to kind of cover for Aquila now.
Yeah, we
Right?
do.
Now.
We have to cover for Aquila now.
I can do that. We can convince enough people that this was just a random happenstance.
Are we sure we can do that? Because we haven't historically been all that good at convincing people to do.
We're gonna
I
be
think we have a
fine.
much better shot at just stealing some of their food and leaving.
I'm not. You can do it, but I'm not stealing.
Why would you give him the green light? Why would you give him the green
You're
light?
not here.
stay
You're on the
somewhere.
tower right now.
Aquila,
I want to
So-
stay somewhere for the night, guys.
Aquila, as you continue to descend, you see that like this group of people is rushing over past your group of friends as you kind of come to the front side, descending this tower. You still get to the bottom. I will need another stealth check, so with advantage because you're invisible, as you go to get past this larger group that is
Oh my
up here now.
god.
That's a 20.
Wow. Yeah, you are able to get by, slinking past in between and through people without even alerting like a second like glance over at you. And you are able to return to the group at large as they stand in the middle of the path between the 2, like the second houses in the town.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna stand there invisibly.
Can we? So they're all like at the base of the tower, like
Yeah,
or are
they all went
by
up.
their house. Oh, okay. Should we like? We should go join them and be shocked, right? We don't want to be like outliers.
I agree.
Okay, let's go do that, and then I'll give my best. Like,
Like the Wojak pointing meme, like.
yeah. Soy Jack. Yeah.
All right, when we start walking up, then I'll appear.
Yeah, we walk up to the base of the tower and we're just like, oh, sorry, Katie, what'd you say?
Oh, I was just saying performance of a lifetime.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we do that, Jenna.
Yeah. Everybody here is kind of like at the base of the tower, kind of like circling around it, like looking around, and I'd say that probably Aphea would begin to climb it herself. Very athletically. Actually, let's see. How well does she climb it? Yeah, extremely athletically. She begins to scale, going up. She doesn't even stop to use any of the platforms that are there because, like, the whole exterior is like this composite, like, I don't know, kind of like inorganic looking web cage about like that surrounds the structure of like the core, and she doesn't even stop to like use a platform. She just like keeps going all the way up,
Wow.
beginning to make her way, and Lynn is like, what did you
We didn't do anything. We were gonna wait until after dinner to, bring it up to anybody else about climbing the tower, and then this just happened.
It's Aquila actually here.
Yeah, I said I appeared
yeah,
on the
she's
way
here.
up, silently, saying nothing.
Inari is going to turn, look at Aquila, and she's looking at Aquila. She answers, she's like, "Yes, no, we were walking around town the whole time, right?"
Just nod.
Hmm. Nothing really comes of it. They all just kind of are investigating. Afea makes it to the top, looks about, calls down that there's nothing up here, no one up there, and then begins to make her way down. When from the very front of the town, you guys hear a big voice calling out, "I'm back!" Did I
Oh,
peek the mic
no.
when I did that?
Huh?
Yeah, you did, but it's funny.
Yeah. he calls out, "I'm back," but in this very loud call that reverberates through the little town. And Lynn herself excitedly turns around and begins to rush over. You guys all turn to see another one of the largest Hylian men you've ever seen. This one with he has a instead of a full beard, he just has this really big mustache on him, and a more dirty blonde kind of hair to him as
Oh
well.
yeah, this is the guy we need to talk to.
And he is carrying full stripped logs, so there's no bark on them. They're just stripped to the wood. He has probably 2 or 3 on each shoulder, and he's just carrying it.
Full logs.
The full day's journey that you guys took to walk, he did that with the logs.
Bye.
Wow.
Because he was the man that you saw talking to the lumberjacks.
Oh, yeah.
Indeed, at Rito Stable and Lumber. And he carries them up all the way. Lynn goes over and takes one off of his arms just to kind of help bear the weight, and they go over to kind of nearby where everybody is here at the base of the tower to put them down and stuff. And now everybody's here, kind of distracted everybody from the tower for a little bit. And the man with the peg leg is like, "Mara's back. Come on. Can we just go eat people? We'll worry about this later."
You guys eat people?
Do you say that?
Well, from the way he said it, yeah, I would say, do you eat people?
Only sometimes, kid. He gives you a wink. And
I don't like this guy. I don't like this town. Why is everybody here either hot or mysterious? Or both?
Anyway, reluctantly, varying levels of reluctancy here, everybody kind of goes kind of disperses through the town, but it all begins to make their way to the large house on the front right from when you guys came in. Now the back left.
So we would follow them.
Yeah,
there.
are you guys doing anything different? Or talking to each other before you go here? Or
No. Inari, at least, is completely silent. And just
No,
looks
I think we all
kind of angry.
know. We all kind of know what happened, so we don't need to address Aquila about it or anything. We're all just kind of silently simmering.
Aquila is getting the cold shoulder.
Yes, that's what you should have named the episode, Jenna. Why didn't you know this?
I didn't know which way you guys were gonna go.
Why didn't you know that this would happen? And Aquila would be invisible and go turn the tower on. Okay. Yeah.
Did I get to see the new map section as well, Jenna?
Yeah, I'll reveal that
yeah.
at the break and stuff. But yeah, you get a whole new big section that covers the top left corner of the map. And I will unveil that at the break. Because it's coming up.
In fact, how long is dinner going to be? Because we could take a break before dinner. Is that a whole extended scene, or is that just
I don't know. We'll see.
Let's find out.
Okay.
Depends on what you guys do. I mean, it could be very quick.
I will say to the group as we're heading in, I'm remember, we need lodging for the night, so be nice.
I don't think I've ever had to worry about being nice to anyone during our travels. I think we
Who
should just
are
not
you
cast
guys?
spells on people, and we
Okay.
should be yeah.
Okay, I won't cast spells on people, and
Yes.
that's a promise.
Okay. Well, thank you, Lydian.
Unless push comes to shove.
Oh no.
No, it's just okay. Don't
No
worry
push
about it.
comes
Don't
to
worry about it.
shove.
No. Okay. Okay. Let's and if we get into some sort of a physical battle with them, we'll like juice you up and send you on your roided way.
It's just a syringe of roids just in her arm, like.
Billion
Okay.
growth hormone.
Let's do it. Let's do dinner.
Let's go to dinner.
Yeah, so you guys begin to make your way over, following the general flow of traffic from the people of this town, the family of this town. And yeah, you know what? This is a good place to take a break before we come back for the dinner scene, I guess.
Our parties always have a fun time at dinner.
Yeah. It never ends in Strahd nearly killing us or anything.
Oh, alright, so let's take a little break. Come back at like 2. Maybe we'll get started back up at 2.
Sounds good.
Alright.